So my name is Chris Dearsley. I'm a local business owner here in Canterbury with Harrison Solar. And Harrison Solar is part of the wider retail group who's been around since 1962, I believe it is. And we do three different things. So solar is a very important part of the business, and we install primarily on residential homes and light commercial premises. And our big point of difference over others is the longevity we have in the market. So we're number one in market share, and we also are voted New Zealand's most trusted solar installer. So the super home movement is something we're really excited to be part of. We have a lot of affiliations around what we try and achieve as an organisation and what the super home movement is trying to achieve as well, particularly around the quality of the buildings that are out there and the quality of life for all of our end customers. In terms of solar, most people come to us for one of two reasons. Saving money is important, but doing the right thing environmentally is very important as well. And from a carbon perspective, the payback period of putting solar on your home is very, very quick. It's about 2 years from when we install the panels to when we've offset enough carbon from that process. And that means we make a real positive impact on the climate and the changing atmosphere that we're seeing. So how solar works is you put panels on the roof of the home, and what's happening up there is we're generating energy from the sun, and that energy is direct current, and we wire those panels down to an inverter that we install on the wall. And the inverter is probably the most important part of the system, and we stick to a quality brand called Fronius, which we import from Austria. And in terms of the panels we have, we've just launched a brand new panel to the market. This panel that you see here, and this is a sample of what you will see on the home. It's an all black panel, and it's the most efficient and powerful panel you can get that looks all black. Generally speaking, in New Zealand, most customers prefer the nice sleek appearance of an all black solar panel, particularly when we're looking at a super home, because aesthetics is really important to the forms of what you see. The batteries are also a really important part for customers. They give you full backup and independence if you lose power, but more importantly, they store the power for use later. When customers come to us to size the system, we work very closely with Bob and team, and we model the energy consumption that's going to be used in the home, and we build a system to achieve a big offset of what that consumption is. Generally, with a daytime system, we're trying to cover about 60% of what they use in a 12-month period. With a battery system, we can go all the way up to 80 or even 100%. So what that means is in a real-life installation, a super home, we can generate more power than the home actually consumes in a 12-month period. So in terms of climate, all of New Zealand is a viable place for solar. We get more than 2,000 bright sunshine hours per year in nearly all regions of New Zealand. And when you compare New Zealand to other key markets overseas, such as Germany, Germany gets a lot less bright sunshine hours than what we do here. So the key message for that is that solar works January through December, including the winter months. You get solar generation every single day of the year. You've got to remember, with the panels we install, you don't need heat, you need sunlight. And you generally get sunlight or radiation even through cloudy days. In terms of solar as a decision to make on a home, we see really good power savings as well for most customers, but particularly those who choose to go the super home movement, because your consumption is a lot lower than homes that don't have that. So what that means is we can design a system a lot smaller than if your home isn't as energy efficient as what you get as a super home. So in terms of the installation process for solar panels, it's very straightforward to install them on any existing home. Renovations are about 80% of my own business, and we can tailor the system for the lines of the home. We can put them on old villas that get renovated to modern living standards, all the way through to homes that were designed a couple of years ago. Solar panel installations are very straightforward. It's all down to the roofing material, but we can work with any of the major materials that are out there. Payback on a house, when you get down to it, is what's the payback on a granite bench top over a nice, man-made stone product. And when you think about it, there's a really difficult way to quantify what that payback is. So with a solar decision, we say payback takes care of itself because power goes up in price every single year. You're building a super home to last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, the next generation, and the panels are going to last 30 years as well now. So they have a natural affiliation in that as well. So in terms of how the system works and the whole picture, a lot of customers now have a goal to electrify how they live. So that's removing gas and a reliance on fossil fuels right through from your hob where you cook on through to the car that you drive. And the benefit of electrifying your entire home, including your appliances and your vehicle, is that your solar panels will chip into the running cost of everything that you do. And that's the biggest difference between using a fossil fuel-based product and using a renewable product from the sun. It's there every single day of the year, producing power happily for you. So in terms of Harrison Solar, because we're number one in the market by market share and volume of installs, and we are nationwide, what that means is we get access to the best quality products that we install on our customers' homes. The panels are of vital importance. They get 30 years of sun, rain, hail. They need to be good quality to stand up to that. And likewise, the inverter is the engine room of your system. With no solar inverter, you have no solar power in your home. So it makes sense to go for the best quality inverter that you can. And likewise, battery storage. There is countless batteries that are out there, but nothing comes close to the premium range of batteries we're able to supply to you at the best prices. So in terms of solar, it's really important to stick to brands that work from an ethical sourcing of their entire supply chain. So when you look at a solar panel, the primary ingredient of a solar panel is polysilicon that goes into the wafer, which goes into the cells and eventually makes its way into your panel. So our advice for all customers is to go for a supplier who is fully vertically integrated, and that means they control the whole supply chain and they can ensure it's ethically sourced from a company that you want to support. So in terms of the cost of installing solar panels, it's never been more affordable than now to go solar and look at putting solar on your home. For a standard household with an entry-level system, daytime with no battery storage, you're looking around about $10,000, including GST installed, and we can tailor that system size based on what you want to achieve. Battery storage, a decent quality battery that is safe and something you want to have in your home, is $16,500, including GST. But batteries give you instant backup in a power cut and store the solar power for use later. So generally you're valuing a financial return as well as full backup and independence from the grid. So in terms of longevity of the system, Australia leads the world in the uptake of rooftop solar, and the benefit of that means Australia is quickly moving to a position where panels will be recyclable. And this is an idea of a circular product life. So you install something on your home, it's up there for 30 years, and then it gets recycled again in the future. And Australia is leading the world on that. New Zealand has a bit more work to do, but with more people putting solar panels on the roof of their home, I'm sure we can get there. In terms of battery storage, our advice for a good quality battery is their useful lifespan is around about 15 years from when you install that battery. Tesla is a brand that we like to be affiliated with because renewable and a full circular life cycle for their gear is really important for Tesla. They're moving to a position where the raw materials for your battery, when it's at end of life, get shipped back to them and they'll be repurposed into new batteries for new products that they supply to you.